Noise pollution and its effects on wildlife are, well, more significant than many of us realize. Imagine the relentless noise of our cities, highways, and industries, and then, in stark contrast, the calm of untouched forests, oceans, and the natural world. The difference between the human-made noise and the peaceful silence of nature, it's really striking, isn't it? Noise pollution, or sound pollution, refers to unwanted or harmful sounds that disturb the natural environment and human communities. Now, while we usually think of noise as something that happens in cities and urban areas, it actually goes much further than that. Aircraft, ships, trains, and industrial machinery all add to this constant hum in our environment. And honestly, it's just getting louder. But the real issue, comes up when this noise seeps into natural habitats, places where animals truly depend on sound for their survival. For so many species, sound is absolutely vital, whether it's for communication, navigation, mating, or hunting. But as human-made noise starts to flood these habitats, it's becoming harder for animals to, hear themselves think, let alone thrive. Animals depend on sound in ways we often overlook. Take whales, for instance. They use their complex songs to communicate with each other across vast ocean distances, but the increasing noise of ship engines, sonar, and underwater drilling is drowning out their voices, disorienting them and making it harder to find mates, food, and navigate their environments. Bats, too, rely on echolocation to hunt and navigate through the dark, but noise pollution interferes with their ability to use sound waves effectively, leading to confusion, poor hunting success, and disorientation. Even land animals like elephants use low-frequency sounds to communicate over long distances. It can alter animal behavior, making them more vulnerable to predators, disrupting mating rituals, and even changing migration patterns. Beyond behavioral disruptions, noise pollution has deep and lasting effects on the health of wildlife. For many species, constant exposure to loud sounds causes stress, leading to increased heart rates, elevated cortisol levels, and compromised immune systems. For instance, birds that live near noisy highways often show signs of stress that affect their reproduction rates and life expectancy. Prolonged exposure to noise pollution can also lead to hearing loss in animals, affecting their ability to communicate and hunt. Marine life, such as dolphins and fish, are particularly vulnerable to underwater noise, with studies showing that it can lead to hearing loss, disorientation, and even strandings. The effects of noise pollution on wildlife are not just immediate. They can ripple through ecosystems, leading to population declines and altering food webs. While noise pollution affects all wildlife, its impact is especially pronounced in vulnerable species that already face environmental pressures. Species that rely heavily on sound for navigation or communication are at a greater risk. For example, sea turtles, who use sound to navigate the oceans, are affected by the increasing noise from shipping lanes and offshore drilling. This interference disrupts their migration patterns and puts them at greater risk of extinction. In many cases, animals already struggling with habitat loss, poaching, or climate change are being pushed even further to the brink by the intrusion of noise into their environments. The question is, can these species survive in a world that's becoming progressively louder? While noise pollution may seem like an invisible issue, there are solutions. Reducing noise pollution requires a combination of strategies, from better planning of infrastructure projects to developing quieter technologies. For example, sound barriers along highways can reduce noise for wildlife in surrounding habitats. In the oceans, regulations on ship speeds and marine construction can help reduce underwater noise pollution. On a global scale, governments, industries, and conservationists are working together to raise awareness and create regulations that protect wildlife from the harmful effects of noise pollution. Ultimately, addressing this issue requires a shift in how we build, develop, and use technology. We must design with nature in mind, ensuring that our actions don't come at the expense of the very creatures that share our planet. The sounds of nature, wind rustling through trees, birds singing in the morning, whales calling across the oceans, are part of the harmony of life on Earth. But as our world grows louder, these sounds are becoming harder to hear. The effects of noise pollution on wildlife are a silent crisis, one that is difficult to measure but impossible to ignore. The health of our ecosystems and the future of countless species depend on our ability to reduce the noise and restore the natural world soundscape. The time to act is now. The solution lies in our hands to create a quieter world where wildlife can thrive.